Hello everyone. So it was the first day of UPSC Mains 2022 and I hope all those who are writing the mains have fared well in the essay paper today, and especially the classes by one of our top faculties, Ruchika ma'am, might have helped you a lot as we see essay topics discussed in her classes and in the tests appearing directly in the paper. For example, if you look in section B, we had a topic, you cannot step twice in the same river, which was also covered in one of our tests.
Same man cannot step twice same man cannot step twice in the same river. Same man, step twice, same river. In a same man, same river. What does this signify? Same man cannot step twice in the same river. Same river means your same situation, or you can say condition. This is a very well known English proverb. Same man cannot step twice in the same situation or condition. Same man, एक ही इंसान बार बार एक ही तरह की जो प्रॉब्लम है, जो समस्या है, एक ही तरह की सिचुएशन को वो बार बार जो है वो एक ही सिचुएशन में बार बार नहीं पढ़ सकता है. And that is what is the essay. The same man cannot step twice in the same river. What is the undercurrent of this? Please tell meaning of collective winning. Collective winning means जहाँ पे हम जो है as a society, as a individual we win. That is your collective winning. When we started the discussion, I gave you the example also as a society how collectively we have won over so many things. So, collective winning is where we are talking about the winning. We are talking about that we all should win rather than only I should win. So, as a society, as a humanity, we all should win. That is your collective winning. Can we mention the point that mothers are unable to give time to children at early age and this affects the overall development of children, hence of population? I am not getting your point here, Abhishek. Let us come to the second essay. I am not getting your point, Abhishek, in what context you are saying this. If you could elaborate further, we will take it later. Let us first discuss this. Same man cannot step twice in the same river. है ना, मतलब एक ही इंसान बार बार एक ही सिचुएशन में नहीं पढ़ सकता है. So, what is the underlying theme of this? The underlying theme of this is that there is only one constant, and that one constant is change. It is talking about change. Change is the only constant. Change is the only constant because time is something which changes. You cannot stop it. है ना, टाइम जो है वो हमेशा ही बदलता है, इसीलिए एंड टाइम के ऊपर ही जो है वेरिएबल ऑफ टाइम एंड स्पेस पे ही आपका सारा सिचुएशन, सारी कंडीशंस आर द वेरिएबल ऑफ योर टाइम एंड स्पेस. सो योर टाइम इज समथिंग विच इज ऑलवेज चेंजिंग. सो व्हेन द टाइम चेंजेस, है ना, तो आपका क्या चेंज होता है? व्हेन टाइम चेंजेस, है ना, व्हेन टाइम चेंजेस आपका जो है एक्सटर्नल एंड इंटरनल, both the factors change. है ना, टाइम के साथ जो है आपका एक्सटर्नल इंटरनल बोथ द फैक्टर्स चेंजेस विद टाइम. लाइक supposedly today you have not been able to qualify your prelims. ठीक है. Last year also you have not been able to qualify your prelims. So last year what you were and today what you are, there would be a lot of difference है ना, in your learning process, in your experience in the field of UPSC. So आपका जो है last year जो आपकी गड़बड़ हुई है वो आपकी इस बार गड़बड़ नहीं हो सकती है, वो आपकी इस बार कुछ और गड़बड़ हो सकती है ना. So the point is that with time things change. So that is why एक आदमी बार बार एक ही सिचुएशन में नहीं पढ़ सकता है ना. क्यों नहीं पढ़ सकता है? बिकॉज we all evolve with time. As a person we evolve with time, our maturity level evolves with time, our emotions evolve with time है ना. So बार बार जो है आप एक सिचुएशन में नहीं पढ़ सकते हो, because if you might have faced है ना समथिंग, आप देखो कभी अगर आपके सामने समथिंग हैपन्स फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम, दिस इज समथिंग इज सरप्राइज, बट समथिंग हैपन्स अगेन, देन यू हैव अ फीलिंग ऑफ व्हाट यू कॉल डेजा वू है ना, कि हाँ कभी ये पहले भी देखा है. सो दिस इज नॉट समथिंग है ना, इट इज नॉट समथिंग न्यू हैपनिंग टू यू है ना. सेम सिचुएशन बट विद अ चेंज है ना, आपको जो है डेजा वू की फीलिंग आती है. तो सेम सिचुएशन जो है सिमिलर, यू कैन नॉट से इट इज सेम बट यू से दैट दैट सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ थिंग हैज हैपन है ना. तो विद टाइम एवरीथिंग चेंजेस है ना. विद टाइम आपका जो है एक्सटर्नल एंड इंटरनल एनवायरनमेंट चेंजेस. सो दैट इज व्हाई इट इज सेइंग दैट द सेम मैन cannot step twice in the same river. Why cannot step twice? Because time changes, and with time आपका जो है reaction or your action, they also change, because your actions and reactions are the factors or are the variables of your internal and external factor. And with time आपका knowledge, आपका experience, आपका motivation level, आपका emotions, आपके relations, everything is moving on है ना. With time they keep on changing. So that is why, and your understanding of the situation also changes है ना. So that is why it is said that the same man cannot step into the same water or the same river. Like say for example, you will see that today also we are following a policy of non-alignment. During Cold War also we were having the policy of non-alignment, but the non-alignment during Cold War and today the non-alignment is completely different है ना. It is completely different. Why? Because today we are living in a globalized era. Though we are following a policy of non-alignment, today we are saying non-alignment is multi-alignment है ना. Similarly you will see that cyclones have hit the Odisha coast. जैसे पहले सुपर साइक्लोन आया, उसके बाद फालिन आया. So what we have seen, similar kind of a situation has been there, but Odisha has not faced the similar problems in both the cyclones. Why? Because cyclone तो आया, लेकिन conditions, situation, learning, experience, everything has evolved with time है ना. Sometimes it evolves, sometimes it deteriorates है ना. Similarly, you might have seen many people saying बात पहले भी ऐसा होता था, लेकिन पहले की बात कुछ और थी, आज की बात कुछ और है. दिस इज अ वेरी कॉमन सेइंग कि दिस यूज्ड टू हैपन इन द पास्ट ऑल्सो. मेनी टाइम ओल्डर जनरेशन पीपल विल से दिस यूज्ड टू हैपन इन आवर टाइम ऑल्सो, बट दोज वर डिफरेंट टाइम्स, टुडे इट इज डिफरेंट टाइम है ना. सो दैट इज व्हाट, सेम सिचुएशन जो है आपकी वो बार बार नहीं आती है, इट चेंजेस. लाइक यू माइट हैव सीन अशोका हैज चेंज्ड विद एवरी वॉर. The same Ashoka who has killed his brothers, and with every war he has changed as an individual. So war is something constant, but the war ka situation, time has changed, and with every time the response has changed. So that is what is your the same man cannot step twice in the same river. So why same man cannot step twice in the same river? Because with time we evolve, with time situations change है ना. Because आपका जो situation है, situation is dependent on your social, political, emotional, technological, so many other factors are there है ना. तो वो आपका change होता है, तो उसके साथ you change, and sometimes similar conditions are there, but in the first time when the thing happened we have got a learning. तो second time हमारा reaction is more evolved है ना. Many times it happens, like Falin का example ले लो, super cyclone we were not prepared, but now we are prepared. Similarly, when Taliban 1.0 came to power in 1996 in Afghanistan, we were not prepared that time, and it has costed some law and order problem to us in Kashmir. But now this time we are quite prepared. We are quite prepared to deal with the situation of law and order in Kashmir after coming of Taliban. So the point is कि from first time sometimes we take a learning and we improve our reaction for in the similar kind of a situation in the second time, and sometimes we are not able to learn and we come across the similar problem. I am not saying same, similar problem, and then it becomes a farce, it becomes a tragedy to us, है ना. tragedy होता है फिर वो farce बन जाता है हमारे लिए. Why? Because we are not prepared for it, or from the previous incidents we are more prepared, or either we have ignored or we are not prepared. So the point is कि our response changes every time, and our response changes every time. So that is what it is saying, that same man cannot step twice in the same river. So why it cannot? Because time is the constant. Only constant is your time change. So with time everything changes, your internal and external environment changes, and your learnings change. So and sometimes you learn from your previous experience, so you put a new perspective, or you are giving a new perspective in the latest situation. And sometimes you are just ignorant, you have not learned something from it, so you are facing a newer problem, and it has become now a farce in front of us. Like at the time of pandemic, you will see that the same pandemic, similar kind of pandemic is there, but unfortunately we have not prepared ourselves to deal with pandemic like situations, है ना. Similarly, communal riots, every time they keep on happening, ठीक है, हर time एक नए तरीके से एक नए उसमें होता रहता है, but we as a society have not learned. So again and again we are facing newer problems with respect to your communal violence. So that is what is that the same man cannot step twice in the same river. Why one cannot step twice in the same river? Because आपका जो है situation condition is dependent on your internal and external factor, which change with time. It changes as you evolve as a person, as you evolve as a society, as you evolve socially, politically, economically, technologically, as a society, as a person. So things change, and so the one thing that we should keep in mind is that we should be ready for change, है ना. लास्ट में आप ये लिख सकते हो कि we should be ready for change and we should be ready for improvement in our response, है ना. We should be ready for change and we should be ready for the improvement, है ना. We should be ready for the improvement, then only next time we are able to better cope up with the problem. Otherwise the problem will become a farce on us, है ना. It will be a farce. The UPSC का topic जो last year था, है ना, first history repeats itself as a tragedy and then as a farce. So the same repetition would become a farce. So that can be something we can end up this essay with by giving some examples or suggestions that how should be our learning process. How should we learn from our mistakes, है ना, so that we are able to better cope up. And second thing is we should always be ready to accept. We should always be ready to accept the change, because sometimes what happens is things change but we are not ready to accept it, है ना. हम जो है अपने पुराने ही मेथड से we keep on trying to solve the issues, but with time we have to change, we have to evolve, है ना. old technologies, old systems, old आपकी जो policies, programs, everything has to be changed, है ना, because same situation is not there. Like say for example cyber security, we have a national cyber security policy 2013, now we are in 2022, the whole scenario has changed, you know. So we have to be ready for this change and we have to have a better response system for that. So that is what is the same man cannot step twice in the same river.